Hi everyone, I thought I'd drop back for another visit. Haven't seen you since September. And this month, for our November program, Marlene and I have decided to do a simple table runner, and actually you can make a placemat from the same pattern. Now, the table runners are quick and easy. You don't have to tell anybody that because they really look nice. There are numerous patterns both on YouTube and on the internet, and they're called 10-minute table runners or 15-minute table runners. Take a little more than 10 minutes by the time you set everything up and do the cutting, but they make up extremely quickly and they're really cute. Now, the first one I made, I thought it would still be okay to use because it's still autumn, and I used autumn colors with the bright colored leaves and the wheat on the back part. Now they're reversible, so if you choose two colors that go well together, you can use either side. And they're quite simple, quick and easy. Probably a lot of people have already made them. We just thought they were a cute idea to be able to whip one up in a few minutes. It consists of two strips of fabric, and it's um, the width of the fabric, and the back part is usually about 18 inches, and the front is 12, 10, whatever width you would like. You can put your fabric down and see if you really like the back part. You can want to make your borders a little wider. So if your center part is not as wide, then you see the wider borders. So you can play with it before you cut it out. But the pattern itself is 18 inches times the width of the fabric for the back and 12 inches times the width of fabric for the front. Now, it's a great design for fabric you don't want to cut up. I thought that was really pretty, and I really didn't want to cut it any smaller. It's border fabric, so I just put two pieces together, and it made a good size for the middle part. Now, Marlene had found the pattern originally, although I had made a few before. The pattern she found was the 10-minute one, and she said, I'll make a runner so you can show it." A few days later, she said, "I'll make a couple runners," and by the time she gave them to me, she had 5 made, and they're all beautiful. As you can see, the you're coordinating fabrics, and the nice point on the end, it gives a little bit of extra style. They're beautiful. Another one of Marlene's. Now this time she added the tassel on the end, which is cute. Sometimes you can put, instead, she sewed hers down, and that's a good idea because it'll lay flatter on your table. Plus, nothing runs up or gets caught. But I think she sewed them by hand. But you can use a fancy decorative stitch on your machine if you want to do that. Or I left some open, and I just put a button on the end there. So it's however you want to finish it. You can just play around with it some and see what you like the best. This is another one, lovely one of hers, with the plain red, or the red, and the beautiful poinsettias on the front. As I say, it's gorgeous for any fabric that you have a large print and don't want to cut up any smaller. It really shows off the large prints. Lovely. She has a fun one with Santas and snowmen and all kind of stockings and whatnot. And the front is the red for Christmas. They're quick and easy, and they really are cute. I have one that I happened to make last year, and it was for Valentine's Day. And I just put the little button that matched the design on the end there. Now, for this one, I thought, that's a cute pattern, but I want something a little different. So I took the width of the fabric, and I took two fabrics that had lovely prints on them, and I didn't want to cut them up anymore, or even decided not to even do the little edging like that. I just left it flat. So this time they're equal width. They're both, this one I think might be 14. So I just took 2 strips of fabric the same width and made a tube and then sewed the ends. Just for something different. Again, you could add tassels to that very easily. I sewed down on the outside all the way around about 1/4 of an inch, just so it'll lay flat when you go to iron. You know exactly where your seams are, and it makes a nice finish. Now, Marlene uses placemats, and she needed a little centerpiece for her table, but one that was long enough to put dishes on. So she made it shorter. I would say she probably cut the length of it exactly half. It's half of the width of fabric, and she went ahead with that, which is a cute idea. I went even further and I found a pattern which I really liked and I thought was cute. And you do exactly the same thing. You take half of the width of the fabric, only this time you go one step further. When you fold it up, you take your little pointed edge and fold it in, and it makes a really cute shaped placemat. I thought that was really cute. So you have a design that you want to show off, and these aren't reversible really because of your extra fabric here, but they're very cute. Now I'm going to leave mine. I left that open so I could show you what to do. I'm going to leave mine that I don't sew it down so that I can just I can slide a serviette in there or your flatware. But I made another one and I think I will sew it. I thought that was really pretty. And I am going to sew it, your flaps down, just so it'll lay a little flatter. But they make a really cute design. And they're all from the same pattern. And as I say, there are dozens and dozens of patterns, and they're called 10-minute runner or 15-minute runner. And I am going to add it on the email that's to accompany this video. But I just want to remind you too about our challenge that we sent out in October. And it's not due until March, and therefore you have time to work on it. The 3 topics were a black, white, and a bright. So you're using only white fabric, black fabric, and one bright color to go with it. The second was trails and travels, and you're going to make an item that reminds you of a certain place you were or a certain favorite vacation you took, something you saw on vacation, or even maybe used fabric you bought somewhere, and that's what your item is made of, the fabric that you found while you were traveling. The third is Gone with the Wind. If you're a film buff, you might want something from the actual movie, but in my mind I was just thinking something that blew away or something it depicts a windy situation. So any one of those 3 or 1 or 2 or all of those 3 would be great. You have until March, so don't forget. And hopefully by March, well, I was going to say maybe we'll be back in our meetings, but I doubt it. So Jeannie is kind enough that she put together our little display of pin cushions, and I'm hoping we might be able to keep that up. So at least we see what we have been working on, or we'll see it in the fall. So enjoy yourself. These little placemats and runners are wonderful if you have a last minute gift to make, or just want a new one for yourself in a hurry. If you're going to have company and think you might want something to spruce up your area. They, as I say, they're very easy to make and easy directions to follow, but I think they look really cute, and I hope you have a good time. Bye now.